So I'm uploading this like short little video. I've just got done watching episode 4 of Hawkeye, and oh my fucking god, this show is incredible. This show might actually be my favorite of the shows. Like, I really fucking love this show. I love the grounded nature of it. I love the emotion, the heartfelt parts of the story. I love the connections. I love Kate Bishop's story. Lucky the dog. The way they're carrying forth Clint into his own. Like, I said this to someone before. Even though we've had Clint for the longest time in the MCU, it feels like we're just now getting to know who Clint actually is. We're getting to know his family, the strain that it's put on him and his loved ones, coping with the loss of Nat. I love the small little details, like when Kate, spoilers, by the way, when Kate's hanging over the building and she's basically in the same position that Natasha was in Endgame, and it reminds Clint of that. And then he's like, okay, now Yelena's involved. That's a Black Widow. Okay, shit just got real. I love it. I think this show, again, depending on where the landing sticks, the last four episodes have been absolutely killer thus far. And I'm absolutely enjoying this. Like, I cannot wait to do a full-on Chosen Live when this show is done and I talk about it in depth, because I tell you what, I really enjoy this show. I know people like Loki. I know people like WandaVision. And Loki is good overall, but it's mostly set up for me. WandaVision is a story about grief and trauma, but the finale is like my shining moment of that show, and the performance of Elizabeth Olsen and the introduction of White Vision. And Falcon and Winter Soldier by strange, it cut out a little bit there, but Falcon and Winter Soldier is by far and above my favorite of the bunch, because it's grounded in nature. It's about how does one be a hero without superpowers. You know, is Sam's line at the end of it, the only power I have is that I believe we can do better. And then Bucky's story embracing the White Wolf. But I love Kate in this story. I think Haley Steinfeld does a stellar job. I think Jeremy Renner knocks it out the park. And I can't wait to see where these threads are going. You know, we've clearly got Kingpin in the shadows. Yelena is now involved. You know, this is really going to lay the foundations for the grounded stories that are to come. And now we've got confirmation that Daredevil is in the MCU. Would have been nice to have had it revealed, but now we know. I'm just really enjoying this show, and I highly recommend it if you're a Marvel fan. And even if you're not a Marvel fan, it just oozes Christmas cheer. It's a very family-oriented thing, and it's done so well. And even though it's got that comedy in it, the show knows when to shut up with the comedy and take itself seriously. Like when Clint's talking about Nat and the history, and the most important what I love, the thing that sticks with me the most is when Kate asks him, "What's the best shot you've ever taken?" The one I didn't take, the one that saved Nat, who then went on to save the universe. Fucking mwah, love it, chef's kiss, beautiful. Episode 4, banger. Can't wait for the next 2 episodes, and can't wait to do a full Chosen Live talking about this show, because I really enjoyed this show, really, really good. And yeah, Clint's problem is branding. Got to give him that classic comic suit. You know, maybe not the helmet, but the comic suit at least.